Hello and welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and today we're looking at Ghost of Tsushima on the PlayStation 5. Now, I'm running this in the 1440p mode, and I'm running it on my 4K screen as well as my 1440p monitor at the same time using a splitter. So that is effectively taking away my HDR support, but that does not get in the way of being able to explain what I see side by side. Now, this game here is running at 4K, checkerboard 4K on the PlayStation 5 version of this game. This is the director's cut. I'm going to explain to you exactly what I'm seeing right now. So we're on these steps, and the reason I stopped here to look at these is because this game here has always kind of made me feel like it needed like higher texture settings for this specific game. Like, this game is beautiful, but I've always kind of just felt like, man, maybe these textures could look a little better. If you look over here to the right by the leaves, it kind of just looks muddy or whatever. The same with the other side. The stairs right here, there's not a whole lot of texture in that. But if you look at the monitor, it looks like it's got a texture back. The steps that I'm sitting on are amazing. All the steps look like they have nice texture, and that's all due to the downsampling from 4K to 1440p. So it looks incredible. It brings all the texture and everything and just makes it look really sharp. So as we take our walk up here, and if you take a look to the left, you'll see the little post with the light with the candle in there. Now, over here on the 4K, it doesn't look like there's a lot of texture, but when you look at it on the 1440p monitor, man, that looks good. And the contrast ratio of this game, it looks really, really good. You just pan the camera. This is running 60 frames a second now. And this looks so incredible on this monitor. It's not even funny. Like, this just looks so good. Jin's outfit looks like the fabric is like a lot nicer looking. Get up here. Let's walk over here. Let's take a look at this rock face. So these rocks right here, they always have just kind of looked like, I mean, not much to them. They look like they're like lower resolution textures, but on the monitor, they look a lot better. Everything, this is the best freaking update on the PlayStation 5 to date, hands down. Like, this just looks incredible. So if you're looking down here at that road over there, you see that road right there? That just looks like a muddy, blurry texture. A muddy, blurry texture. But if you're looking at it on the monitor, it doesn't look like a muddy texture. It looks pretty good. Like, you can actually see like the footprints that you can barely see them on the 4K, but you can see them a lot better on the monitor. They look a lot more defined on the 1440p monitor than they do up there. Let's see, what else can we look at in here? Let's go into this little city thing. Let's go into the little city. The little city up here is freaking beautiful. So you get up here. Oh man, this just looks so good on the monitor. It's not even funny. This is an amazing difference. Such an amazing difference. Like, those rocks on the monitor look incredible. They almost look uniform. The color almost looks uniform on the 4K, whereas on the monitor, like, oh man, you get like the darker spots. There's more darkness. There's more. It looks more defined in between the rocks. Like, that looks way better on the monitor. Way freaking better. Seriously, that has always been my biggest problem with this. Like, these baskets, oh my gosh. They look so rich and so full of texture. It looks gosh, the fidelity just looks so much better on everything. You know, you get in here into this, like, oh my gosh, this just looks incredible. Literally incredible. All the particle effects, everything just moving around. The leaves blowing through the air. Like, this just looks so freaking good. The way the light flickers back there on the tree in the over here. My gosh, that looks so incredible on the monitor. Ooh, plus the contrast ratio on this monitor. Now I am playing this on an OLED. Right next to this, man. Like, this just looks good. Like, these reflections, these nice screen space reflections that like move around in the puddle down there. Like, this looks more convincing. This looks better than it's ever looked. Like, look at the fur on this cow. On the monitor, it looks like there's actual freaking hair. On the other thing, on the 4K, like that it looks like a low resolution texture. I mean, 4K on this game looks really good. It makes it look really, really sharp and really clean. But 1440p native downsampled on a monitor, oh my gosh. You do not understand just how dramatic this changes for this game. It's incredible. I really wish that Sucker Punch could come back and do a dedicated mode and see how far they could really push this game. This right here has got me really excited for the second game. I really hope they bring a second game out for this. Oh my gosh, just like look at my feet prints on the monitor compared to the 4K. Like, oh my gosh, man, they have, oh, that looks so beautiful. So beautiful. This update really has me in a whatchamacallit, honeymoon phase with the PlayStation 5 right now. Like, this is pretty cool. I love these games, man. I've been playing these PlayStation games forever, and my gosh, to be able to see them transformed like this, I'm starting to get the same feeling I got with my Series X, and being able to look at these and just see the transformation of these games that I love being upscaled like this, being just, gosh, it changes the experience to be able to look at this game and everything just looks incredible again. It looks so amazing. This is great. I feel like a kid in a candy store again. I'm not even lying. I really do want to give a shout out to Sony for taking this update serious and bringing this to the PlayStation 5. This is exactly what this console needed to really help it, to give the customers a choice, an option, and to not lock it behind a freaking paywall. I'm so glad they didn't lock these features behind a paywall. My gosh, man, this is so great. This is so great, and this is probably one of the most stable updates I've had yet. I haven't had my PlayStation crash on me at all since I've had this update, so I'm hoping that this update actually helps address the crashing problem that a lot of people have been having. Because I've had this thing crash on me a few times. Like, look at this. Out here on this lake right here, all these reflections and stuff, like, gosh, I know there's screen space, but dang, when you're walking down there, that just looks so convincing. It's exactly what this game needed, was this update. Like a nice, solid, higher resolution texture. We're going to come over here and we're going to look at these rocks real quick, because my gosh, when I was looking at this the other day, this just looks so incredible on this monitor. It looks like there's more depth to these rocks. They look more rounded. It just looks so freaking plain on that 4K screen. Like, these textures look incredible. Literally incredible on this monitor. You get out here where the water is and you keep looking at the, oh my gosh, man. This is freaking great. Like, I am so excited about this 1440p support. I don't know how to express it without coming off as like, oh my gosh, dude, you're making a big deal about it. I get that. Like, I do. I get that I get that, but I'm really excited about it, and I want other people to be excited about that, because this is the kind of stuff that makes this console feel more next gen to me. Now the PlayStation 5 is really starting to feel more like a next gen console that's giving me options to experience the games the way I want to play them. Like, I want this game to look incredibly sharp and have really nice looking textures. And this does that. That's exactly what this gives me. Like, everything looks pixel perfect. You can't see like the fuzz and the checkerbird in the trees or anything. Like, you cannot, like, this looks incredible. You can't see none of that. And it's the same thing with Rockstar, Red Dead Redemption 2. You can no longer see the checkerboard rendering anywhere. Look at all those freaking birds flying around over there in the trees. Like, that looks so cool. It's just stuff like that that really adds to the immersion of this world. And this adds a lot of immersion, this update, because now this looks incredible. This looks more believable instead of like always being pulled out of the immersion with like a blurry, muddy looking texture. Like, look at this rock. This rock looks incredible now. It didn't look as good as it does now. It doesn't look as good as that on the 4K screen. Like, it just doesn't look that defined, that sharp. I mean, yeah, let's go fight these guys. I don't care. If I get beat up, I get beat up. Let's do it. Come on, face to face. I don't like these guys right here. They are shooting me with the bow. I almost forgot how to block there for a second. Stab that guy. Ooh. Gosh, this combat is so good. Boom! Gosh, I just love that. Who's shooting at me? Where's this guy that's shooting at me? Oh, there he is. Get over here, buddy. Boom! Got him. Got him. My legend grows. And grows and grows. This game is so freaking cool, man. I love this game. And this right here is going to make me want to play it even more. Even more. Because this just looks incredible. Like, look at those rocks, man. Gosh. This is so good. So good. This actually makes me want to sit and play this game more and more and more. So, alright, man, if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. This is the coolest update the PlayStation 5 has had to date. This makes me really happy. I hope that once you get a hold of this and you get the opportunity to see this, I hope it makes you just as happy as I am. Because this is freaking pretty cool. So, alright, man, if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. I will see you in the next one.